Experiencing great food is one of the best things about visiting a new city. But how can you be sure that you find the real gems?
Good afternoon, ladies. Is everything all right?
I'm Sirieix,
You enjoy your desserts?
and I've been working in the restaurant business for over 30 years.
I'm a seasoned professional, and even for me, it's difficult to find amazing places to eat.
So I've asked some of Britain's most celebrated foodies to open up their little black books and take me to their all-time favorite places to eat.
What a spot.
It is.
That's your schnitzel virginity over.
But we won't just be eating. We'll be meeting the people behind the scenes.
I have never ever been in a kitchen as noisy as this. This is a world record.
And rolling up our sleeves to find out how they deliver the ultimate dining experience.
What a smile.
I know.
I'm just under the charm.
World-class food,
Oh la la.
and a meal you never forget.
Wow, what is this?
It's a work of art. There's nothing to say. It's just as perfect as it gets.
This week, I'm in North Africa's most vibrant city, Marrakech.
Get a flavour.
I'll be guided by passionate foodie and restaurateur Andi Oliver.
I absolutely love Marrakech. It's a city I go back to time and time again. The food there is incredible. It's full of flavour, it's got depth, it's got heart, and you can taste the tradition. You can taste that people have been making food that way for centuries. It's the kind of food I absolutely love. You dig in, it's sharing.
Okay, here, keep past your bowl.
And I cannot wait to take Fred there.
Cheers.
Marrakech lies between the Atlantic Ocean and the high Atlas Mountains in central Morocco. The beating heart of the city is the ancient walled Medina. 2.5 square miles of magical labyrinthine alleyways and colorful souks. It's a real assault on the senses.
Annie, this is incredible. This place is just like no other, is it? I mean, we are 3.5 hours away from Europe, and yet we seem like we are a million miles away from where we've come from.
And it's literally 3 hours. This is North Africa, this is Morocco, this is Marrakech. I love it here.
For centuries, an important trading post on the spice route, Marrakech has a rich food heritage, offering a heady mix of aromatic spices, flavors, and exotic ingredients.
The way they use spices here is so interesting, you know, Fred, because it's subtle. You get sort of whispers of cinnamon and turmeric and saffron.
When you say that, you make me dream. I
Yes,
feel
it's
like in
dreamy.
1001 night, the Arabian night,
It's-
and we are just above the carpet. I feel like we're going to travel on this carpet to the restaurant.
But I've been to Marrakech before, and I know how hard it is to find exceptional food here.
Oh, hello. No,
Thank you. No,
merci,
we're not coming.
merci.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Orcas are everywhere here.
Yeah.
A booming tourism now means visitors outnumber locals by 2 to 1, and the once rich food culture is in danger of being lost. According to locals, many restaurants now cut corners, but luckily, Andi is going to steer us clear of the tourist traps.
I'm going to take you to some incredible places to eat. I'm not talking like fancy pants gas. What I'm talking about is authentic, real Moroccan food, full of flavour, made with love, made with soul, made with so much care. You're going to love it so much, it's going to make you weep.
So you've got a little black book there?
I've got a little black book. It's all in here.
All right.
It's all in here.
Okay, let's go.
I'm in control. You
Let's
know
have
that.
some fun.
I'm in control, yeah?
Oh, God. Here we go.
Ah, yes.
Our first stop is a 10-minute drive out of the Medina.
I love the madness of it. I love the chaos. But it's so full on. And when you get hungry, I think it's best to get out of the Medina.
Most people have no idea, and they would rather stay in the Medina because they think that there is nothing beyond it.
They think that is Marrakech. And the place I'm taking you Honestly, Fred, the first time I went there, I cried.
Did you?
It made me so happy and I was so moved by it. For me, it's the perfect example of home-style Moroccan cooking, so I'm so excited to share it with you.
I already like it. Just the way you talk about it, I know I'm gonna find something very special
I
there.
think so. A little bit further. Yes.
Merci, monsieur.
Merci, monsieur. Oh,
Look at that, this is great service.
thank you. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Oh my God. Where are you taking me?
I know, just by the side of the road, you really don't expect it, do you?
Since opening 32 years ago, family-run Al Fassia has built a reputation as a true bastion of authentic Moroccan cooking. Headed by sisters Mira and Saida Charb, it is revered by locals and discerning tourists for its refined take on classic dishes.
Merci, thank you.
Finally here, Fatia.
Bonjour, Madame Andi.
Bonjour, ma sœur.
Ça va?
Mwah. Ça va?
Vous êtes la bienvenue.
Yes,
Ça va?
thank you. Yes, I'm really
Très bien.
good. This
Bonjour.
is Fred.
Bonjour, monsieur.
Fred,
Ça
enchanté.
va?
Très
Vous
bien,
êtes
merci.
bienvenue.
Merci beaucoup.
Avec plaisir.
Yes, with you, my darling. Where are we going?
Thank you much. So friendly.
This welcome is a great start. Fatih at the Metredi instantly makes you feel special. This is no mean feat in a restaurant with 150 people to look after.
Can I have some thé de verveine?
Oui.
De l'eau?
De l'eau plate?
Oui.
Oui.
Avec plaisir.
What a smile.
I know.
I'm just under the charm. Merci
C'est
beaucoup.
bienvenue.
Merci.
Merci.
You know, when I talk about the art of service, for me there's two parts. There is service and there is hospitality. Service is what you do, is bringing the tea, but hospitality is how they make you feel.
Yeah.
And here, they make you feel warm, they make you feel at home, and they make you feel good.
Yes, like really quickly, straight when you walk in the
I
door.
can't wait to try the food.
Rooted in traditional home-style slow cooking, the dishes here look incredible. I want to order everything, but Andy's got other ideas.
I know what we're going to have. You just have to give up control for this particular meal. You can do it. Just relinquish the control. Do you want me to take this with you so
it's
it
fine.
makes
I
it
mean,
easier?
I
Shall I-
like you being in charge.
I have ordered this dish that has been called the single best dish in Marrakech. It's absolutely stupendous and
Okay.
you are going to love it. And I had to order it 24 hours in advance. So I've been thinking about this for a long time,
Have
okay?
you?
And you're going to be so happy that you've allowed me to order for you, I promise you.
Can I just say something?
Yes.
You are only in control, in charge, because I'm letting you.
Don't start. Drink your tea.
All right, Mum.
Andy's choice of starter is a spectacular feast for the senses.
Oh, my God.
15 little salads made with fresh, locally sourced vegetables, marinated and prepared with spices, the backbone of authentic Moroccan cooking.
This is so pretty.
It's so pretty.
Shukran.
Shukran, shukran. It's beautiful. Look how lovely that is.
Yes, okay.
You ever seen salad look so beautiful?
Bon appétit.
Oh, merci.
Vous avez aimé? C'est bon?
Oh,
I can't speak. I've never had a
carrot.
carrot. This is amazing. I mean, you know what I love about this carrot? Is the subtlety and the balance of the flavors. And it's new flavors. I've never had flavors like that in my mouth. And it's harmonious.
yes.
The spices are so well incorporated. You feel them, and yet they don't overpower your palate.
Like just now, I'm eating that aubergine. I can taste all of the different cultures that have come through this country. You've got this sort of beautiful citrus from the Moors in Spain. You've got incredible spices. You've got like cayenne, you've got paprika, you've got cumin, you've got turmeric, you've got ginger. All these things come through the spice route, you know, from Africa right up through the Arabic countries. All of that stuff lands on the plate and then is perfectly balanced.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's a melting pot in 15 plates. Fatia, je suis vraiment très, très, très impressionné par le service, l'hospitalité, le sourire.
Parce que dans les traditions marocaines, il faut être généreuse dans les sentiments. On adore les gens. Vous voyez, c'est naturel, c'est pas...
Oui, mais c'est naturel, mais
C'est naturel.
tout le monde est comme ça. Il n'y a
Oui.
pas une seule fille dans votre équipe qui sourit pas, qui vous donne pas de la gentillesse comme ça. C'est vraiment incroyable.
Parce qu'on essaie de donner l'énergie pour notre clientèle.
This is amazing.
For our main, we're sharing Al-Fasiya's signature dish, slow-cooked roast lamb shoulder topped with caramelized onions and almonds. Served with Morocco's most famous side dish, couscous, here triple steamed in a broth with vegetables and raisins.
Oh, look at that. They're cutting it with a spoon.
Holy moly. Look at it.
That looks delicious. Oh, yes.
Bon appetit.
Well, thank you very much. Look how succulent and tender it is. Mmm. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. I don't even have to chew. You leave it in your mouth and it just melts. I'll tell you one thing.
Incredible.
This flavor is unique. The layers of the spices, it's so well incorporated, it's so balanced, it's so subtle, yet it's very present.
Even that couscous, that is the most gentle, subtle, flavoured, scented bowl of couscous. You can get couscous all over Marrakech. It doesn't taste like that.
No.
The couscous is not fluffy like that. It's kind of
I don't know what to say,
fascinating.
there's nothing to say, it's just as perfect as it gets.
I think so. You know, people talk about soul food, and when they talk about soul food, they generally mean Afro-Caribbean food or African food. To me, soul food comes from all over the world because it's food that comes from the heart and people mean it. This is a perfect example
That's
of
right.
soul food.
Can I just say, this is the best food I've ever had in Morocco.
Unlike the arid, pale imitations of Moroccan dishes now served at many restaurants in Marrakech, this is food that's been made with care and shows real skill in the kitchen.
How they manage to imbue this food with so much other than just the spices and just the good quality produce. There's something else happening in that.
I want that recipe.
I know.
I want that
need
recipe.
the
I'm telling you, I'm
recipe.
not leaving without the
I
recipe.
want to know how they balance those spices. It kind of blows my mind, and I just want to see how they do that every time because it's
Who is
perfect.
cooking? Who's cooking?
And who's in there? Who have they got in there? Some kind of sleight of hand magician.
Our meal comes to a total of £80, which isn't cheap, but for such a memorable experience, I'm a happy customer.
This is my treat.
40. Oh, you know what? You can have that.
This is the least I can do. I mean,
And I ordered it.
I am really blown away here.
Flabbergasted.
Yes,
Huh?
delicious.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Are we going to cry now?
A little bit.
For me, this place has redefined what Moroccan food can be. The ingredients are simple, but the depth of flavor is so intense. I can't wait to come back to uncover the secrets of their kitchen. Sometimes a great meal is as much about the setting as the food itself. And for breakfast this morning, Andi has something completely different in store for me. Tourist numbers reached 3 million in 2019. Five-star hotels are opening all over the city to cater to an increasing number of discerning travelers.
Right here in Marrakech, they are good at luxury. They love it. Just the beautiful details, the aesthetic, all of it. You know how the energy here is so frenetic, though?
It is, yeah.
But there are places of calm that you can escape to breathe, to just take a moment.
But they're very well hidden.
They are very well hidden, but I know where they are.
Behind these walls in the Medina, there are over 1,500 boutique hotels known as riads. Traditional Moroccan houses built around a central courtyard or garden, most of which are off limits unless you're a paying guest.
So there are loads of these places all over Marrakech, right? But what I've worked out is there's secret little ways to access the luxury
Right.
without breaking the bank.
How can you do luxury without spending money?
I am going to show you right now.
What a beautiful door.
I know. Bonjour.
Assalamu alaikum. Andi.
This, Fred, is Elfen.
Oh, wow.
It's stunning, right?
Wow.
Look at this incredible...
I don't know where to look. There is too much to take in.
Elfen is one of the most exclusive places to stay in Morocco. Set in a former palace, the most expensive room with a private plunge pool has a price tag of over £600 a night, and Madonna celebrated her 60th birthday here. It's also one of only a handful of five-star riads that allows non-guests in to eat.
So, Fred, when I say beautiful...
This is heaven.
It's stunning, isn't it?
Look at that. You were not kidding.
It's absolutely wonderful. And, I mean, look at all these...
I'm lost for words. I mean, this is just so pretty.
I know. And do you know, it's absolutely astonishing. You can get breakfast here for just over a tenner.
How
Just
can you do
over a
breakfast in this kind of setting for a tenner? I mean, luxury comes at a price. Quality comes at a price. How can you do it?
They're very clever, Fred. I'm going to show you.
A leisurely breakfast is one of life's great pleasures. And if the setting is anything to go by, I'm in for a real treat.
Oh, my God. What
Isn't
a
it
place.
stunning?
And there's Koutoubia.
Koutoubia, the beautiful mosque. Look, we're right above the Medina.
This is beautiful.
Bonjour, monsieur.
Assalamu alaikum. Thank you.
Thank you so much. See, what a spot.
It is.
The breakfast menu is à la carte, but first we are served a selection of homemade produce.
This is homemade granola
Right.
Look at that.
and fresh squeezed orange juice
Lovely.
and homemade yogurt.
Homemade yogurt.
Yes,
You make the yogurt here
with
yourself.
vanilla flavor.
There is also an exquisite selection of spreads, including a Moroccan specialty, an almond butter called amlou.
This is amazing.
I'm dying for you to try this amlou. So we've got honey, we've got argan oil, we've got ground almonds. It's like
Oh, yeah.
best peanut butter you ever had, right?
I'm gonna have more.
This is the Moroccan
Ah.
bahrir
Oh la
and
la.
salmon.
Thank
And
you.
this is Moroccan bread. It's batbout and maharsha. Harsha, it
Harsha?
means that harsh.
Oh, harsh.
Harsh, yeah, this
Right.
is the same. This one is
Harsha.
with flour, and this one is flour and semolina.
This is like a Moroccan muffin. Look at that. I think it's got thyme in it.
I love bread.
Yeah,
You know, being French, I mean, this is our staple food.
yeah. This
But I mean, this is just another level.
is next level, exactly. Bread in Morocco is like it's like rice in Asia. You know, you have to have it with everything. And the fact that there are, how many times we've got 3 different types of breads just with breakfast. I think, to me, that's heavenly, absolutely
true.
heavenly.
You know, Andy, I've been to Marrakech before, and every single hotel I've been to, they serve baguette because of the French heritage.
Of
because
course.
for them, it's really luxury.
Yeah.
But here, it's just Moroccan breads.
Moroccan food takes centre stage, and I think it's really lovely that in a 5-star hotel, what they're really, really celebrating is themselves and their own culture and showing us that that can be luxury.
From the à la carte menu, Andy has ordered an omelette cooked with a Moroccan specialty.
This is your omelette with khalil.
Thank you.
Confit of cured lamb marinated in garlic, cumin and coriander.
Wow, super.
I'm having shakshuka, eggs poached in a tomato and bell pepper sauce, spiced with paprika and cumin.
Thank you very much. Merci.
You're welcome.
Merci.
Thank you so much.
So, you know, when you get this kind of service, this 5-star service, you know, it's very easygoing, it's simple, it's kindness. It's not stuffy at all.
Kindness.
You know, and this is how luxury should be. It should be something that is just shared. It's about good relations.
I think people misunderstand that.
I like this dish.
Yes.
But you know, it's spicy, yet it's not burning, and there's flavor here.
They're so clever here because what they do is the spices support the hero produce.
Andy, how's your omelette?
Oh, it's amazing. It's perfect on the outside. It's slightly soft in the middle, and then you get the clear, that I think that's how you pronounce it, the dried lamb. It's got this kind of salty depth to it, a bit like a pastrami, a bit like another
Can I
salted
try?
bread. You can
Please?
try a bit. Of course you can try a bit, my dear. Absolutely. Here you go, take that. Put that in your pipe and smoke it. I love that sort of salty hit that you get running through the middle of it. Interesting, isn't it?
It's not a taste I'm used to.
I don't think you get it anywhere else. I've never had it anywhere else. It's a bit like jerky.
That's right. It's delicious.
Oh, it's...
She's Moroccan tea, as I told you.
Oh, so perfect.
It's the most important and popular drink in Morocco. It's part of tradition, so when we want to welcome somebody, the first thing that we give him is mint tea.
You're a master at this.
He really is.
No, your first time.
A little bit. Yeah.
Very good.
Thank you so
It's
much.
amazing.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Enjoy tea.
You know, something that really strikes me here, actually, is often, you know, wherever you go in the world, you get that five-star continental breakfast experience and it costs whatever it costs. What they do here so beautifully is centre Moroccan authentic culture, Moroccan authentic food, and it's just beautiful.
This place is a perfect combination between luxury and authenticity. But there's one question on my mind is, how can they do it for a little bit more than a tenner?
It's quite perplexing, actually.
What a memorable experience.
Good, I'm glad you liked it.
Thank you. Shukran. It was fantastic. Are you the manager?
Yes, I am.
It's incredible.
Thank you.
Listen, I've got a question for you. This is for you.
Yeah.
How can you manage to do a breakfast at this price, for this quality? I mean, for me, it should be at least 3 times the price.
Yes, the first idea of the hotel was to help the people from the Medina and work with them. From the uniforms that the guys are wearing, to the plates, to the vegetables that we use in the kitchen, everything is coming from 5 minutes around here.
Everything is locally sourced.
Yes.
Because, I mean, this is a 5-star hotel. Do you find the exact quality you're looking for?
Yes, we have a great choice here in the Medina, and Morocco is very rich in this kind of products and vegetables and stuff.
Well, you're doing a great job. I'm really enjoying the breakfast. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank
You're
you.
welcome.
Thank you.
I'm so impressed by the ethos of this place. While most 5-star hotels source their produce from around the globe, Elfen choose to support the community on their doorstep and shine a light on all that is Moroccan. Even the simple gesture of serving tea is a celebration of an ancient tradition. They serve up to 500 cups of mint tea a day. I'm joining our breakfast waiter, Issam, to try and master the art of pouring it.
I want to know how to do it like you do it. Can you show me?
It's very easy.
What's the idea?
We do it to make the tea mixed with the oxygen and to get the smell.
Oh, right, a bit like wine. So
Yeah,
it's
like
oxygenate
wine,
the
yeah,
wine.
oxygenated
So,
with the wine.
so it gets the flavors out.
The flavor.
All right, show me.
Yes.
So are you happy with the foam here?
Yeah.
Do you
Yeah,
want
yeah.
to have the bubbles?
Yeah, with bubbles.
Right.
Because the higher you make it, the most foam you get.
Right, but the more chance you have to spill it.
Yeah.
Let me try.
Yes.
Don't laugh, please.
Yes.
Yeah? If I get it wrong.
No. It's easy. Just make it a little bit. Then that's it. No, and then you come down, not to stop.
Ah, okay.
Then you come down and then you stop. Yes. Down. Okay.
So how would you score me here, out of 10? 7, 6?
7 out of 10.
7?
Yeah.
So how can I improve?
Because it's a bit suddenly.
Okay.
Not in a sudden.
All right, so let me try again. It's not easy as it looks.
Yeah.
Thanks to its history as a spice hub, Morocco was the first country in Africa to drink tea. It's a daily ritual that has become sacred.
So in the hotel, but also when you are at home, this is
we're
what you
at home,
serve your
because
guests.
the first thing you serve to guests is tea, mint tea. And then you come up and down. That's it. Okay, that's good. That's very good.
So what's the score for this one?
Yeah, this one is 9. 9 out of 10.
Now there's just one other person I need to impress.
Andy, I've got a tea for you. Andy.
When did you learn to do this?
Apparently, I'm 10 out of 10.
That was really excellent. That was really excellent.
There you go.
Does it feel satisfying to learn that?
Oh, yeah, I love
Look
it.
at you, you're like an old pro, of course.
Not an old pro, a pro.
Well, yes. Not old, eh?
Cheers.
Cheers. I mean, look at this view, Fred. Look at the mountains, the mosques, the Medina.
You know, Andy, this place is
Mystical place.
spectacular. I mean, I know the food was really, really good, and I really enjoyed it. But for me, What impressed me the most is they've got the perfect balance between five-star luxury and authenticity.
Yeah.
And the reason it's like that is because they employ local boys and local girls. They train them very well. They've got their heart in the right place, but they are down to earth.
Yeah.
And they are here to make a connection.
And that's what's often missing when you go for a five-star experience, the humanity, the human touch. And because these are local boys and girls and local people, they know it inside out. They know why we're drinking the tea. They know about the ingredients. They know about the shakshukas. And that's what's special here, I think.
And they made us feel like a queen and a king.
Yes.
Cheers to that.
Cheers to that.
I can see how authenticity and tradition are being threatened by the boom in tourism in Marrakech. New restaurants are opening every week, but one place has fought off the competition and stayed on top of its game for over 30 years.
Your Highness?
Thank you, sir.
We are back at Al Fassia to join the staff in their run-up to service.
I'm desperate to get in that kitchen.
Do you know what? I think it's going to be pretty extraordinary.
Well, he's such a gentleman.
Of course.
This is no ordinary kitchen. Al Fassia was the first restaurant in Morocco to be run entirely by women. Set up by Mira and Saida's father in 1987, this truly revolutionary place finally gave women an opportunity to be independent. The sisters have co-run the restaurant for 20 years, and to this day, it's still a female-only team.
Bonjour.
Ça
va?
Bonjour, ma sœur, ça va?
Bonjour!
Ça va?
Et vous?
Oui.
Oh, darling, darling.
How are you?
I'm fantastic.
Good to see you.
I'm
Yeah. Oh, they're singing for us.
This is the welcoming, the welcoming.
What are you?
I have never ever been in a kitchen as noisy as this. This is a world record.
Oh, you ladies are beautiful.
This is what happens when you work with women.
You know, we had such an amazing meal yesterday. It was so fantastic.
You enjoyed
Yeah,
it?
thank you very much.
How do you produce dishes like the food we ate last night? Because that food was stunning.
Yes.
Stunning.
Well,
What's the secret?
yeah, the secret, we use the best ingredients, the know-how of our cooks,
Yeah.
and the love, of course.
Yeah.
We are putting on all this.
There doesn't seem to be a head chef here. Do you have a head chef, somebody who's in charge of the kitchen?
No.
We don't have a chef. We have a cook, which is Halima.
No head chef. Seriously?
A professional kitchen with no one in charge? It sounds like a recipe for disaster.
How do you train your team, all your chefs, how to cook?
They were very well taught by my mother. She worked with my mother. She worked with my mother. All of them almost worked.
Yes.
But surely sometimes, you know, you have new chefs that come on board. You have to train them. You have to explain to them how things work, no?
All our staff basically have been here for at least 10 years over. The same ones until they reach retirement or they are no longer with us, unfortunately. Yeah. Then the other picks up.
But tell me, how do you find staff? When you're looking for staff, how do you find them?
It's referrals. We usually ask our own staff.
So you've got to teach them everything from scratch.
Yes.
How do you do that? How do you even begin?
Time. We have to give them time.
Every one of these cooks have been trained here from the ground up. They are the guardians of Mira and Saida's family recipes. And with no head chef, they are trusted as a team to deliver mind-blowing dishes night after night.
This is mesmerizing for me.
It's
To see this in action like this, the way they are working harmoniously together.
You know what really strikes me in this kitchen is how absolutely joyful they all look, Fred. It's lovely, look. They're having the time of their lives. Look at these ladies. Do you not expect to see people looking so happy when they cook?
You know, I mean, I've worked with chefs all my life, but they never smile like this.
Can you see any machines in this kitchen, Fred? She's grating those cucumbers by hand. Everything happens in here in the old school way.
This army of 15 cooks starts at 8 in the morning. They prepare all the ingredients by hand, just as they would at home. Except here, it's on an epic scale. Every day, over 1,000 onions have to be peeled. 450 individual salads are prepped. And Cook Halima makes 350 sheets of warka, a paper-thin Moroccan pastry. Today, my job is to make one.
Wet it, the whole hand.
Yeah.
Okay? Ooh.
This is so hard.
Zian.
She's saying great, you know, she's giving you
She is very kind.
Yeah.
And I thought it was very relaxing. I wanted to try it, and it's so difficult. Right, I'm gonna have one more go.
Meanwhile, Andi is discovering the little tricks that give the salads such an incredible depth of flavor.
These carrots, I'm desperate to know what's in this carrot.
هذاك الماء فسلقنا خيزو هو اللي تنديرو تيجلس قد ما جلس تيولي زوين خصو يجلس خصو يبطا تيترقاد في خيزو.
So when you cook the carrots, the cinnamon goes in the water, the other spices go in the water, and then you keep that water and you marinate the carrots afterwards. Oh! I knew you had a little trick. I knew there was a trick. So I was like, how do they make carrots taste like that? I've never had a carrot that tasted that good in my life. I know they're doing something different.
Oh my God, look at this. So, how long has she been making it for, this thing?
25 years.
I feel very bad, I can't do this thing. Thank you for the lesson. I mean, look at that, I'm covered in pastry. They must be thinking, look at him, that's why we have no men in this kitchen.
The care and attention that's going into preparing this food is inspiring. But that's only half the story in this kitchen. For Mira and Saida, nothing is more vital than sourcing the best ingredients. I've traveled half an hour out of the city to the foothills of the Atlas Mountains to find out why their lamb tasted so good.
Look at this place. I'm in the middle of nowhere. Salam alaikum.
A third-generation sheep farmer, Haji Mustafa is known for producing some of the best quality lamb in Marrakech. At times, Mustafa supplies Al Fassia with up to 25 cuts of lamb a day.
Wow.
In Morocco, there are 20 native breeds of sheep, but Mustafa's are the most sought after. These Saudi sheep were first written about in the Quran 1,500 years ago and are the most expensive breed in the country.
This is what he feeds them with.
Un peu plus.
Un peu plus.
Un peu plus, oui.
Comme ça, yeah?
Oui, oui.
So they feed them with cereal, a little bit of grain, and some dry grass, really. That's it. There is no additive,
Voilà.
no chemicals, straight from the ground into the lamb and into our belly.
Not only are these sheep end-fed, but their health is checked daily. And today, he has a novice shepherd to help him out.
Voilà, attends. Voilà. Il y a un bon graisse là aussi.
Yeah.
Allez, le dos.
Yeah.
Vous voyez, vous ne sentez pas l'os.
It's true, actually. The bone is very far down.
Ça aussi, la souris, vous le voyez. La souris, c'est bien plein. Ouais.
Interesting. Never felt a lamb like this before. On la laisse partir?
Oui.
OK? Allez. Merci.
Mustafa keeps his sheep in the shade to protect them during the hottest part of the day. But every afternoon, he lets them out for 2 hours to graze freely.
I'm like the French cop. There we are.
He believes his routine gives them a sense of security and that this stress-free life improves the quality of the meat.
Ils sont nés ici,
Oui.
ils vivent ici, alors ils ont l'habitude.
Elles sont heureuses.
Oui, heureux comme leur maison, ils ont l'habitude ici.
I mean, look around you. No wonder these lamb taste so good because of the choice of food that they have. They've got pomegranates, they've got grass, they've got olives, and they basically can eat anything they like, and they are under the sun. They're enjoying life.
Everything at Alfacia is chosen with love and care, and the most fundamental ingredients in their kitchen are their spices. Andi is joining Mira on a shopping trip to the Medina.
Oh, it's so hectic in here.
It sure is.
This souk in the Mela neighborhood has been a trading hub for spices for over 600 years. Many restaurants buy their spices in bulk from supermarkets, but Mira and Saida source theirs from the merchants here.
God, so much.
الحاج عافاك توجد لي الريستوران ديالي شويه ديال البزار الابيض جات كيلو كما العاده خرقوم.
What are you looking for when you're looking at spices? What are the properties?
I need to see colors first, the eyes.
Yes.
Look at it, it's like a palette.
Yes, beautiful.
And the artist is in the kitchen. So
Yeah.
basically I'm getting her painting and then she'll create her dish.
Beautiful.
This is ginger.
It's like a dried ginger. What are you looking for in this? The smell, the...
Yeah, it has to smell very strong. It's like if it's fresh.
Oh, my gosh.
It smells
My
like
gosh,
fresh ginger,
I've never
right?
smelt ground ginger that strong, ever. That's amazing. And in the back, what do we
That's
have?
cumin.
I love this. Oh, it's like being back in your restaurant. Do you use the seeds ever? Do you take the seeds and then you grind
We
them?
definitely always buy the seeds because we want the spices to be as fresh as possible because it helps the chef in the kitchen. So you buy it in grains and then you grind it when you're ready to use it. And I buy little by little on a daily basis.
Oh, you get it every day, delivered every
Exactly.
day, fresh.
Yes, fresh.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Because, you know, at home, definitely, people have spice in the back of the cupboard and it's there and they don't know why it's got no flavour, it's dusty.
It loses the flavor and it loses everything. So you might have the right recipe, but you might not get the same taste. So you want to find that in the cooking.
In the cooking,
Yeah.
Professor.
Professor.
Following you, Professor. Following you,
Follow
Professor.
me.
Follow you.
Me, follow me.
Back in the kitchen, my prayers have been answered. Alleluia!
Come on.
Come on, hold the tray.
I know how to hold a tray.
Alima is making their signature dish, that incredible roast shoulder of lamb.
You know, I now understand everything about this lamb. This lamb is just
Beautiful.
the best thing.
They start with amazing produce. So that's saffron.
Oh, yeah.
First, Alima adds garlic puree and spices to some warm water.
Okay. She's not using the recipe.
No.
All by eye.
She just knows.
She was taught the dish by Mira and Saida's mother 25 years ago.
Look at the color.
Yeah.
What a cocktail. She's mixing everything up now.
Yeah.
That perfect balance of spices is all down to her experienced hands.
How long does it take to cook?
It takes about 5 hours because
5
you want to
hours.
slow cook it.
Right. Onions.
Loads of onions.
Okay, now she's gonna cover. And
Oh.
she's asking you to
Oh,
help.
so sorry. Sorry.
You just want to be a visitor.
The lamb slow cooks in the broth for 3 hours, and when it's ready, it's taken out and the sauce is left to reduce for another 2. And then, the Alfacia's secret.
She want to roast the lamb shoulder.
Right, so you cook it
Yep.
till it's tender and then you put it in the oven.
Because you want that tenderness inside and the crisp on the top.
Caramelization.
Yeah.
More of the butter and the oil, and she's going to put it on
Yeah.
with her hands.
Oh my God, it's all gone by
great.
hand.
Oh my God.
So they're golden and crisp.
That's beautiful.
Yes, one of the secrets.
Oh
That's
my
a
God.
I shared with
beautiful
you.
secret. Thank you.
See, because you are now family.
Yes,
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Yes.
And we are so lucky to have been let into this secret.
A privilege.
How many
Thank
people would
you.
know that?
How many men?
Fred is the only one.
I feel like a real man here. I've never felt like a man like I feel
I'm a
today. Thank you,
man.
ladies. Thank you.
After a day with these incredible women, it's easy to forget how remarkable it is to have a kitchen with no men in it in Morocco.
Mira, I've got some question to ask to Alima. Would you mind to translate for me, please?
With a pleasure. حليمة غادي بغيت يطرح لك شي أسئلة. صافي أنا غادي نفسر لك.
How did you feel when you started to work here? Because in Morocco, there's a separation between men and women, and suddenly you're in a restaurant where you're working. And how did you feel about that?
انا كنبان احسن منهم، انا كنبان مني مرأة مني راجل وتنعتمد على نفسي وعلى دراعي وعلى كل شيء وتنجري على ولادي وتنجري حتى على والديا بالفضل ديال هذا المحل.
It's great to meet you. You are as strong as a man and as delicate as a flower.
صحيحة بحال الراجل ورطبة بحال الوردة. أنا تاني.
شكرا مسيو. وأنا عندي 64 عام.
Andy, in all my years in the restaurant business, I've never ever been to a kitchen like this.
It was
that
quite,
was
it was
pretty
quite
extraordinary, wasn't it?
It was quite exceptional.
You know, but it's not just a restaurant, it's like a sanctuary.
Yeah. And you know what they're doing in there is quite amazing for those women as well, because they're not just training them to cook in a professional kitchen, they're creating entire independent lives for these women. What was done for the sisters, they're now passing that on to other women, and that's so powerful.
I mean, they reminded us of what we already know. You know, family, the values, hard work.
You can get that classical training all over the world. What you can't train is how to create loyalty from staff in that way. And preserving authentic Moroccan recipes is an important thing. And so they're making history all over the place.
Today, Andy wants to take me somewhere just as authentic, but this time we are after one particular dish. The tagine is the classic Moroccan slow-cooked stew. But as the go-to dish for tourists, truly great ones are hard to find.
You know, I've had tagine in so many places.
I know.
What's the difference with this tagine?
Well, you know, there are so, like you say, there are millions of versions of tagine, and often when you get them out, they're not that great because Moroccans don't really go out to eat them that much because it's what they cook at home. But my friend who lives here has given me a really hot tip. Okay. This place is where the Moroccans go to eat tagine.
We are only 5 miles north of the city centre, but it feels like we are in the middle of nowhere.
But it's what, I mean, we've been driving for 15 minutes.
Well, it's nice. We're on a little day trip.
I'm in your hands.
You're in my hands, Fred. Remember that. It's just up here.
I mean, that's an odd place for a restaurant.
Well, yeah. In here, please, monsieur. Ici.
Why, does he need petrol?
We're stopping for lunch. Come.
Well, Andy?
Yes?
This is where you're bringing me, a petrol station.
This is where I'm bringing you, Fred. I thought you said you trusted me.
Listen, if I was buying you flowers, I would never buy them from a petrol station, and you're bringing me to a petrol station for lunch.
Listen, I've been excited about this place for ages. I can't believe we're finally here. It's gonna
I don't know what to
great.
say. I mean, look at the state of it.
I mean, what do you mean? I think it looks great. I know I said no fancy places, but... Come, we need to find Hassan or Mohammed. Hello, sir.
Hello, salam alaikum.
Hello. What is your name?
Hello, how are you?
You are Hassan. You are Mohammed.
How are you? Nice to meet you. So, Hassan, you're the manager, and Mohammed, you are a member of the front of house team here.
Yes.
Right. Can I ask you a question? I mean, you've got loads of tables here. How many covers do you do every day here?
400 person.
400?
400, yes.
So what I haven't told you, Fred, is we're not just going to eat lunch here, we're going to cook lunch here. We're going to get into the kitchens, actually, and get our chef's whites on.
I mean, it's getting better and better today.
Well, I'm ready. Let's get into it.
I mean, where are we? This is like a one-stop shop. You can get your petrol over there, go to the Lieux, have your food, and then go to the mosque and pray.
Yeah, you haven't really got time for this, Fred. We've got cooking to do this day.
It may look like a pit stop petrol station cafe, but from the moment it opened 20 years ago, Al Baraka has drawn Moroccans from miles to eat its specialty dish, which has become well known as one of the best chicken tagines in Marrakech.
Oh, look!
the tagine.
Wow!
It's the charcoal for tagine.
We've got a lot of work.
Are you ready?
Why have you got different hat on?
Because I'm the top dog,
That
I'm the
does
top
not
chef.
mean you're the boss.
I'm in charge.
I'm not having it.
I've no idea what Andy has got us into, but I can't wait to find out how this place has earned its reputation for quality when it's churning out dishes at such a high volume.
Bonjour, monsieur.
Bonjour, salam.
Reporting for duty, salam.
Alors, qu'est-ce qu'on va faire là? Qu'est-ce qu'on doit faire?
Maintenant, le tagine de poulet.
This is remarkable. Unlike most restaurants, here there is no batch cooking. Chef Hassan cooks each of the chicken tagines over coals in individual tagine pots, a traditional method going back centuries.
Okay, in here.
What is it?
Like this?
Yes.
Comme ça.
We
hein?
start by
D'accord.
placing a whole jointed chicken in each dish.
I mean, I've never seen so many tagines in
I
my
know,
life.
it's incredible.
I've never
And
made a tagine before.
I've made tagine at home, but not like this.
Andy, you forgot a wing.
Oui.
Be
Oh, I
care-
left a wing,
Be
sorry.
careful, concentrate.
I'm sharp.
Quel genre de poulet c'est ça?
Poulet fermier.
Un poulet fermier. This is free-range chicken. This is incredible, the scale of it.
We have just under an hour to prepare 130 tagines.
This is an industrial scale.
And with the chicken already starting to cook, it's a race against time.
And chef, what have I got here?
It's cumin.
Cumin.
Oh, so that's the cumin goes on the top. Paprika?
You know, Andy, the chef is a real control freak.
Yeah,
He keeps
no.
looking at everything I do, and he keeps saying stop. It's just like my dad when he was teaching me how to drive.
He knows
Stop,
what he-
do this, do that. He's not just letting us loose here.
There is a precise method to what we are doing. Because this isn't just any chicken tagine. This is how it's done by the Berbers, the native people of Morocco who invented the dish over 1,000 years ago. Next, olive oil.
Again, the precision. They're really particular about the amount of each of the ingredients here.
Hassan.
Not too much, not too little.
Once the olive oil is added, it's mixed with the garlic and spices.
Now you can see the coal is burning underneath, and I'm actually burning my fingers. Actually, what we have to do is reconstruct this chicken inside the tagine.
Breast goes here. No. Ça. This one goes over there. Wing their leg here.
She's not just plonking the chicken in the middle of the tagine. There's an order to that. That's about quality.
Allez,
De l'eau.
dépêchez, il n'a pas de temps, il faut... Oh, we know. C'est un petit peu, hein. Il faut accélérer un petit peu, hein.
I feel like we're being told off here. Parsley and coriander. You can see how fast it's cooking now, and you really have no time to hang around.
No.
In 30 years of working in kitchens, I have never seen food prepared on this scale with such attention to detail.
It's like joining like a top sports team at the top of their game at the most important game of the season. That's what I feel like. It's amazing.
Our goal is inside. But first the onions, and of course there's a trick to this too.
It's quite a generous handful. Yes, and then you've got to shake off the excess. And then when you put them down there, it's nice and compact.
Yes.
Voilà, it's good.
This is quality control like you've never seen before.
We add 2 slices of tomato and then the lids go on.
Pourquoi est-ce que la tagine, elle est faite dans cette forme-là, comme ça?
Comme ça, pour prendre la chaleur comme ça,
Ok.
il va protéger la chaleur de tagine pour cuire bien. Pour être bien
Right, the
cuit,
chef is all about keeping the heat inside, so it goes up and it goes down, but it's cooking it, but also it keeps everything very moist. My God. The steam stays inside,
Yeah.
and the flavors just stays inside, and it keeps
So
going
clever.
round in
Smell that.
circle and flavoring that chicken. And look at this beautiful ancient pot, and there, straight in front of us, the petrol station. I love that.
To finish off, fresh green olives, chilies and preserved lemons are placed on top. I am so impressed by the skill and patience going into this food. For the next hour and a half, the cooks monitor every single pot, adding water to ensure the tagine doesn't dry out.
I'm hungry after all that work, aren't you?
Can't wait to try it.
That was amazing, though, right?
Oh.
I loved it in that kitchen,
We're
Fred.
so lucky, so privileged to be able to learn.
Such a pleasure. Should we sit here?
Yes.
Next to each other?
Well, we might as well. Look, let's just enjoy the view.
Beautiful view of the petrol station. I keep forgetting we're in a petrol station.
I know that it's a bit strange when we come in, but I love it actually. I think it's
I
special.
know. Once you get
Hello,
used to
sir.
the idea.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
How are you?
Hi.
What do you want to eat for today?
The chicken tagine we just made.
It's the
Please.
best choice.
Thank
it's
you.
#1 here.
We made it.
Okay, we want the bread.
Yo,
Traditional
definitely.
bread is very
Definitely.
delicious with the tagine.
Okay, parfait.
Okay.
Looking around, I can see it's not just the food that's drawing the customers in. The service is pretty special too.
what I really like is to see the management on the floor, actively coaching, training, giving direction to all the waiting staff. Nothing is left to chance here. And we've all been to so many restaurants where actually there is no management presence anywhere.
At all.
And the waiters are not only immaculately dressed, they don't miss a beat.
Look at that.
Wow.
And look how they move. And they are like swans.
Yeah, like dancers.
And what I like is the...
That was beautiful.
Al Baraka may look like a roadside cafe, but it runs like a fine dining restaurant.
They've got their basics right here. Look how many staff they have. You didn't have to look for service. The service actually comes to you before you even think about it. And that is beautiful.
I can't remember the last time I looked forward to a plate of food as much as this.
Oh la la! Oh.
Chicken tagine with preserved lemons and olives, served with traditional Berber bread cooked in a clay oven. This place just gets better and better.
I mean, look how beautiful this is. I mean, this is all the hard work that we've done in the kitchen. I mean, this is so beautifully presented.
The onions have just dissolved. The sugars from the onions are now in that lovely sauce. They're going to be sweet and tender, and that chicken looks succulent.
Am I dribbling?
A little bit. Let's go. Shall I help you? What piece of chicken would you like? Leg? Breast?
Whatever you want. Whatever
yeah,
you want. I think it's going to be all delicious. Yeah, let's have a leg each.
Yeah, leg each, babe.
Ooh la la.
There we go. Ooh la la, indeed.
You know, that chicken, it reminds me of my grandmother's chicken when she used to rear chicken. These are farm chicken, and you actually have to chew them. You know, they don't just disintegrate in your mouth because they've been fed, you know, some kind of horrible chicken feed. You have to actually chew it. There is taste here.
Oh, my God.
This is
so succulent as well. The application of spices. You can taste that chili. You can taste the paprika. You can taste that cumin that comes through. And then you get the sweetness of the onion. It's so well balanced.
Oh.
I have never had a tagine this good. I understand why Moroccans leave their home to come and eat tagine here.
It's full of Moroccans, and hundreds, thousands of Moroccans who've been coming here for the last 20 years. Can't be wrong, can they?
No, exactly.
Can you imagine the motorway in England? If you compare to what you get in a petrol station in England. I mean, the dry sandwiches. You know what I mean? It's just unthinkable that you would get that in England. But
For us.
If you were doing that in England, it would be full.
People would love it.
It's an idea.
It's okay, sir.
Thank you very much.
Merci, monsieur. Shukran.
Thank you very much.
That was so delicious.
Oh, my God. I'm paying. It's my treat.
Paying?
Once more. Guess how much this is. Just guess how much this is.
Secret?
This is £17.
For the whole...
tagine, the bread, the tea, the water, £17.
17 was £8.50 each. Yeah, you pay.
Al Baraka has taught me to never judge a book by its cover. Andi has revealed one of Marrakech's best-kept secret lunch spots, an extraordinary place that, unlike many restaurants in the city, still places value on quality and tradition. Our time in this magical city is nearly up, but we have one more stop. Because you haven't been to Marrakech if you haven't experienced this place.
This square is quite extraordinary. There's no place like this on earth.
It's the daddies of all squares.
It's the daddy of all squares. I mean, all life is here.
Right in the very heart of the Medina lies the city's centerpiece, Jama El Fana Square. At 4 o'clock every afternoon, 63 food stalls are constructed from scratch as this place transforms into the busiest market square in North Africa, with open-air restaurants and theatre covering every inch.
It's like a spectacle. There is so much energy here, so much life. I mean, there's selling stuff, people play music, there were snake charmers.
What is this tea?
Thank you very much.
Not today, thank you.
No, we're not. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
But When it comes to eating, beware of the hawkers and be prepared. This food is largely for the tourists. But just a stone's throw away is Andi's top tip for the perfect snack to enjoy in the square.
There are hundreds of patisseries all over Marrakech, of course, but this, to me, is the best of the best. Look how beautiful. I mean, just the display. Look at the work that's gone into this.
Corne de Gazelle is an exquisite little patisserie filled with traditional Moroccan bite-sized pastries. I feel like a real kid in a sweet shop.
We would like a large box of beautiful pastries, please.
An institution among the locals, this is where Moroccans come to buy their afternoon snack to have with their mint tea.
That dates inside, that top one there.
This is
Yeah, can we have some of those? They look beautiful.
Thank you very much. Oh, what about the figs?
Oh, they look amazing.
This is fig and honey.
Fig and honey.
Please.
And here walnuts and
walnut,
Oh,
please.
walnuts, yes,
Please.
please.
This is beautiful. Thank you very much indeed. Thank you.
And with our little box of delights, it's time to soak up the atmosphere in the square for the last time.
Are you going to open these up?
Yes, but it's time
Can
for
I have
sugar.
one,
It's
please?
time for sugar. Oh,
la
la. What are we going to have?
What are we going to have?
I might try this one, actually.
This has orange blossom.
Oh, I love it. Oh, God. Oh, that's like the best shortbread anyone ever gave you. Oh, my God. I love dates.
Is it your first date in this square?
My first date in this square? No, darling. Never. I've been here a lot.
Do you want some more?
Yeah, I would like another one. What are you going to have? I think I'm going to go pistache. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Look at that colour.
Yeah. This is so sweet, but it's full of chocolate.
When Andi and I arrived in Marrakech, I never expected to experience some of the best food in my life here.
You know, Andi, I've got to thank you because you really made me see another part of Marrakech, another part of Morocco. Because for a lot of people, Marrakech is full of places which really don't deliver the quality. The food is not this authentic.
Yeah.
But you have taken me off the grid to places I never knew existed.
Oh, good. I'm so glad. Because I think that it's really important that people understand that Marrakech is not one thing. There is this, there is all of this, and it's magnificent, and it's exciting, but there is so much more to experience. There are so many more levels to Marrakech. I mean, who knew you could go 10 minutes outside the city and find the best tagine you've ever had? Who knew you could find those incredible women making that beautiful food? Who knew you could go on the top of El Fen and have that amazing breakfast?
But you know what, I'm very happy is these people reminded us of what we already knew.
Yeah.
Quality pays. They believe in what they said.
Yes.
They believe completely in the ethos of what they are trying to build it. From the man who was doing his lamb, from the man who was doing the tagine of chicken, and they make sure that it happens.
Yeah.
It doesn't happen by chance. They make it happen.
In a city that's so fast-paced, the best food couldn't be more different. These 3 restaurants refused to compromise, instead going that extra mile to ensure that their food is cooked slowly, with attention to detail, and above all, with love.
Oh, no, don't start.
Here we go. I'm in the
So
spirit
bad.
of Marrakech.
This is terrible. It's a terrible tragedy, Fred. I mean, you're a great guy, but that's a terrible tragedy.